Hello everybody. So in today's video, we are going to make the plant markers that we went shopping for. A few weeks ago, I posted a video where I went shopping at Dollarama and I bought supplies to make plant markers. So that's what today's video is all about. So to start the plant markers, I started by drilling a hole through a piece of dowel. And I'm doing this so that I can attach the tag that's sitting on the table there. You'll see here in a sec. I'm going to attach it and put it through the hole. And then I'm going to start putting some lettering onto the tag. In this video, I show you step by step how I make the first two of the plant markers, and then afterwards I'll show you how I did all 8 of them and what they all look like. Drilling the hole through the dowel was actually quite simple. I made sure I chose a bit that was big enough to fit the key ring around. These letters were actually really good choice. I wasn't sure how well they were going to work, but I loved how well they worked. I will say that I was a little bit partial to the colored letters rather than the white ones, but the white ones looked great too. So all I'm doing here is just picking out the letters for what I'm trying to spell, and then I'm going to hot glue them onto the tag, and you'll see that here in a sec. Now I'm just hot gluing the letters in place onto the tag where I really wanted to show them. Later in the video, when I'm making some of the other tags, there was one that I did mess up on off camera that you guys didn't see. I had to start all over again just because of how I placed the letters. It didn't allow for me to put any of the decals on or any of the embellishments. So I started over on the lemon balm one and placed the letters a little differently. So it was a lot nicer looking. So this first tag that I'm doing here, I'm spelling out basil. The second one in the video here that I do is thyme. I do 6 other ones, but those are all off camera and I show you those later. So these are some of the wood embellishments that I had bought from the dollar store. They're like in shapes of little birds and flowers and butterflies, and they were really cute actually. I did find myself wanting some variety. Midway through, I realized some of these didn't really go with a garden theme. Like there's some anchors and seashells and stuff like that in there. But overall, I made it work, and it was pretty nice to work with. Some of my favorite ones were the flowers specifically, and the birds. I really liked painting the birds. I also bought a separate package of these little tiny wood flowers. They were gorgeous, and I did end up using a lot of these in a lot of the plant markers. They worked great for filler on the tag just because they were in different sizes. It was really nice to deal with. Actually, I'm really happy I bought those. Here I'm just rough placing where I want to put some of these embellishments in the flowers. This basil one, I ended up doing all flowers. I actually really liked how this one turned out. It looks really beautiful in the end here. But I was rough placing them just to roughly see how it looked. And then I started gluing them on. After I glued them on, I took a serrated knife and I was sawing in a few notches into the sides of the dowel. I did this so that I could take some colored wire and wrap some beads with the colored wire around the base of the dowel, and so they didn't slide all over the place and the wire would stick into the notches. I'm sure there was a little bit better way I could have done this, but this is the idea I came up with at the moment. So, but in the end, I did like the results, so it looks good in the end. So here I'm just opening some of that colored wire I just mentioned. This wire was actually really useful. I liked that it was in different colors. It looked really good with each on the stem of the dowel. I had intended on using a really lackluster looking wire, and I'm really happy that I chose to go with the colored wire. It was a lot easier. So I'm just cutting off a piece here big enough to wind some of these beads around. These beads, I'm actually quite happy I bought these. If I was to do this again, I probably would have bought maybe a couple more varieties of beads, just so that it could have filled in some of the smaller spaces, because these beads were actually quite big. But overall, I liked the look it gave to the top of the dowel and to the plant marker in general. It looked really nice. Here's where I'm just feeding the colored wire through the hole that I drilled for the plant tag, for the tag itself, and I just attached it through the hole and twisted it together to close it. And then I'm going to feed some beads onto the wire and wrap them around the piece of dowel here and kind of have them coming down a bit. Just to add some extra color to the plant marker and some whimsical touch to it, basically. Putting the beads on was actually quite simple. It's more, I think that I probably should have added some smaller ones in between. Like I said earlier, just because these were so big, I think it would have looked a little bit nicer if I had more of the spaces filled in. But overall, I really, really liked the way it looked in the end. So I'm okay with it. So to attach the beads, all I did was twist the wire around each bead and try to put the wire into the notches that I cut with the knife. And then kept feeding beads on and wrapping the wire around each one and into the notches, and they stayed perfectly. I was trying to give a mixture of different colors, and because these beads that I bought only came in like 4 colors, I think, and a whole bunch of different sizes, but next time I would choose maybe a wider variety of colors. And later on with the other plant markers, I actually try to choose colors that go with the paint that I ended up painting, the wood embellishments. And I also do it in a little bit different order. I end up painting all of the tags first and then putting the beads on, just so I could match them nicer. But overall, I'm pretty happy with it. So I'm just winding the wire around the base of the dowel here just to close it off and to make it look nice. And then I'm going to start painting the flowers on the tag. This is where I start painting all the flowers on this plant marker for basil. I do paint all the embellishments on all 8 of the plant markers. I don't show all 8 of them, but I do show the first 2. So I'm going to play some music for you guys if you want to watch me paint these. And I'm also going to put some music through me making the next plant marker. I've explained how I made it, so I'm just going to play some music through it for you guys if you want to watch and see how I made the second one. And then stay tuned for the end, because at the end here, I do show you a close-up of all 8 of the plant markers.
giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Can't twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just twist your body and mine. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, but I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Let's not get ahead of my time. Oh, but I don't wanna miss you, baby. So I stand up and speak just my mind. Oh. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're chilling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're channeling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh. you, baby. So I stand up and speak my mind. Oh,
So I want to give you guys a close-up of all of them. I made 8 altogether. I just showed you guys the first 2 because I made them all fairly similar, just different designs. So I'm going to show you up close what all 8 of them look like. And yeah, I hope you guys make these. They're pretty cool. Also, I do plan to spray these with a waterproof spray, a waterproof outdoor spray. I'm going to put a little picture right here on the one that I'm going to use. Okay, so here are all 8. I laid them out on my counter here for you. I do have a couple favorites. There's a few favorites here. So this one's chives. Little mushroom with flowers. This is one of my favorites. I love this one. I love the little bluebird. Isn't it cute? This one is oregano. I had to stagger some of the letters just to make them fit. Dill. This one is lemon balm. Basil. I think this is one of my other favorites. This one I think is my ultimate favorite one. Rosemary. I just love the butterfly and the way all of it turned out. It's really cute. And parsley. Just give you one more look. And I just wound the beads around. I am really happy with the outcome of the plant markers. I'm a pretty artistic person, so thus the painting. I used to be a painter, so I do still paint sometimes, but not as often as I used to. But I'm super happy with these. I only wanted to do just herb ones. They did take quite a bit of time, so I just wanted to do a small amount. Yeah, I think it turned out great. I hope you guys try some of these, or at least get inspired to have an idea on how to make some of your own. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye.